Hey, everybody, and how are you today? I am so excited because we're less than 2 weeks away from our Silent No More, a celebration of hope and caring benefit concert. We are going to be screaming out to Huntsville and to the world around us that there are so many women in our world that are hiding. They are pretending that there's nothing wrong, yet they hurt, they're tired, they are worried and scared because they know there's something wrong with their bodies, but nobody is sharing that concern with them. Not the doctors, not their families, not their friends. Instead, they're getting ridiculed and looked down on with rolling eyes and, oh, come on now. It can't really be that bad. You look fine. Have any of you ever heard that? Well, that is a typical response to someone who has a chronic or autoimmune disease. What is a chronic or autoimmune disease? A chronic disease is one in which you've had some sort of illness, some sort of accident that doesn't go away. It just gets worse and worse and lasts for more than a year. Normally, a chronic illness may go into remission, but more than likely, if you have it for more than 6 months, you're stuck with it. And it just can get more and more complicated, and the doctors don't know anything about these. There are over 100 different chronic and autoimmune diseases out there, some of them with names this long that nobody can even pronounce. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how you get it. They don't know why you have it. And they don't know how to help you get rid of it. It is frustrating. It is painful. And more than anything else, we as women that have these just want to be heard. We just want to know that people understand where we're coming from and that we're not being laughed at behind our backs because we think there's something wrong. If you look to your left, then look to your right, then look ahead of you, and then look behind you. If you're where other people are, there is a good, there's probably at least two of those women that you see around you that have at least one of these chronic illnesses. Um, but they don't look sick. They don't look like there's anything wrong with them. And you go, oh, come on, right? I don't believe that. But there are one out of every two women in the United States has some form of chronic or autoimmune disease. We're talking things like fibro and Lyme and lupus and complex regional pain syndrome, or RSD as it was more commonly known. We're talking about POTS. We're talking about Ehlers Down syndrome. We're talking about all kinds of diseases that fit in the rare disease category and that fit in the never heard of that before category. Um, so, what's happening? Nothing at the moment. Women can go to doctors, and the doctors look at them and say, well, I don't know what to tell you. Your blood work is fine. Your tests come back negative. Can't see that there's anything wrong with you. Just go home and rest a little bit, or lose a little bit of weight and you'll feel better. When that's not at all the case. And what Invisible Warriors, a 501c3 nonprofit, is all about is letting women know they're not alone, that we hear you, we get you, we understand, we're right there with you. Everyone on the board of directors of this organization has at least one form of chronic illness themselves. we're getting ready to have this massive big concert in a couple of weeks. Every single board member was coming from all around the world. We've got women from Canada, from California, from Indiana, from Michigan, from New Jersey. They were all coming to be a part of this concert. And guess what? Life in Invisible Diseases has kicked up, and several are not able to come now. Doctors have said, no, can't do it, can't travel, got to slow down, got to stay home where it's safe. And so these women who have given for the last year of their lives to support this organization and who have worked tirelessly to help put on this concert, several of them can't come now. Do you know how disappointing that is for them? But they have to take their health into consideration. And so that's living the life of someone with a chronic illness. But we are not going to talk about just that kind of thing at the concert. We are there to celebrate. There is music. We've got 12 or 14 bands and singers that are going to be singing. We've got a cornhole tournament. We have vendors who are selling items such as an incredible pair of virtual reality goggles, which allow blind people to actually see what's around them. He'll be here. We have a woman who has a tailgate toilet. So if you've got to go and you've got to go and there's no place around, you whip out this tent out of a little bitty backpack, and it's got all of the necessary equipment in there to do what you got to do. You take care of it and you fold everything away. You can throw away what's not necessary anymore. You pack everything back up in your little backpack and on your way you go. We have a biofeedback machine that's going to be there to help people get an idea of what may be going on in their bodies. We have an insurance agent who's going to be there to help us try to figure out how to get insurance for all the different illnesses and diseases that we have. Just all kinds of really cool stuff is coming, and just time to sit back, relax, enjoy the music, enjoy fellowship and laughter with each other. And I really look forward to seeing you all there. It is June 3rd at 6 p.m. at Fractal Brewing Project in Huntsville, Alabama. You can find all of the information and get your tickets right at the website, https://invisiblewarriors.org. That's warriors, my Michigan accent. It's WARRIORS.org. And all of the information is right there for you to register. And we will see you on June 3rd. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye bye.